What's up guys, my name is Dylan Block and I'm gonna take you through my practice routine, stretching routine before I either go play a tournament or just a casual round of 18 holes. Let's go. I'll start out with my lob wedge and I'll start hitting 40-yard shots. I'll pick a spot, not a flag, but a spot, and I'll hit like 10 or 15 balls to that spot. I move from 60 to 80 and then my max yardage, whatever that is with my lob wedge, which is 105 yards, I like to max that out at. Little 40 yarders. So they're about 35, 40 yards. Another thing I'll do, which I already did earlier, is awaken my hand-eye coordination, which I'll grab a ball and I'll do it on the range before a tournament and I'll just bounce the ball around. Just warm it up, because you know how F1 drivers, they warm up the hand-eye coordination with tennis balls, and they drop tennis balls and they gotta catch them. Same thing with boxers, they do different ones. Everyone does a different hand-eye coordination warm-up. That's mine. So right here, I'm gonna move on to 75 yards. And once I start practicing, unless I'm in a tournament, I like to focus on hitting one line my entire session. So basically what I mean by that is I have these group of flag sticks in a straight line, and I try to hit high cuts to that every single time. So my body gets used to, you know, I'm not hitting a high draw, then a high cut here, and then dead straight here, which although that is good for shot shaping, I don't like to do it when I'm warming up, because I just like to get in a rhythm, and then I can do that when it calls for that on the golf course. I've seen at tour events, a lot of the guys just pick spots on the golf course and they'll hit a grouping of balls to that. Like Cameron Smith does it the best, and I learned that from him actually, is that he'll pick spots with his lob wedge or 9-iron, not a flag stick, and he'll just focus on hitting a really good dispersion to this spot. And actually, fun fact about me is I don't use lob wedge until I get around 80 yards plus. So for these full lob wedges, I'm gonna be putting on a glove. And I always need a good glove, because with my speeds and my just golf game, and people who just play golf every day, you want a glove that lasts a long time and that can hold on to a golf club when you're swinging out over 100 miles an hour faster than a car drives. So, you know, you need some good quality stuff on your hand. And you're probably wondering why I don't swing harder at it. It's purely for control. Because if I'm swinging on my booty, I don't know how much it's gonna spin and I don't know where it's gonna go. And if I control it, yeah, I'm losing a little bit of yardage, but overall, I'm actually gaining strokes and I'm playing better. So usually after my lob wedge though, I go to my pitching wedge or 9-iron. Right now I'm going to my 9-iron. And my pre-shot routine is very similar to Justin Thomas's. I go P1, toe to the sky, my toe to the sky, because sometimes I get a little inside, so I need to focus on that club being outside. Secondly, I focus on getting laid off at the top and having the club pointed that way towards the sky, because I usually get over here, which makes me very inaccurate. So you guys might think I'm swinging like really smoothly or not hitting the ball very hard. To me, this is my full 9-iron, because when yes, I can swing out of my butt and hit this 9-iron 200 yards, but I dial it back to about 170, which is my 170 club, because it makes me more accurate. By the way, this is very underrated on the golf course, or at least on the driving range. People don't clean their damn grooves. Practice on the range how you're gonna practice on the golf course. I'm not gonna be out on the golf course, hit a shot through dirt, look at my grooves and go like, wow, those are dirty grooves, and not clean it. I'm going to freaking clean it. So why wouldn't I practice on the range how I'm gonna practice on the golf course? So that's why I need a good towel and clean grooves. Okay, now that I'm done with my 9-iron, I'll move to either my 7-iron or 6-iron. I like to move by 2s or 3s in my clubs. Now, since I went from lob wedge to 9-iron, I'm gonna go to a 6-iron, because then I'm gonna go from a 6-iron to a 3-iron. Same thing, I'll pick a target over what I was just hitting, just a little longer. And so I like to practice hitting fades because that is the most accurate shot on the PGA Tour. 99.999% of the guys, they play cuts and fades because they're the easiest to control. A draw is way harder to control than a cut or a fade. So that's exactly what I'm working on right now. And that one drew. That's exactly what I gotta get rid of. That's why I'm here. We don't hit them all great, guys, especially when you're working on stuff. So don't expect to be perfect. Actually, one of the biggest things I learned playing with a whole bunch of tour players, and I've played with number 4 in the world, Patrick Hanley, is that they don't always hit the fairway and they don't always hit greens. It's how they recover after that shot. Yes, they make mistakes almost every single hole, but the thing is what do they do after that mistake? And that's why they are on tour, and that's why they are the best in the world. There we go. Okay. Now after the 6-iron, we're gonna move on to 3-iron. I just got this bad boy fixed. This time, since I can't hit my 3-iron down that angle because it'll probably hit someone, we're gonna switch it up and go a little bit more left so we don't hit anybody. I don't usually hit this in a par 5s because I don't usually have a 3-iron in a par 5s. It's usually off the tee, trying to hit a tight fairway, just a short par 4 that I can't reach with my driver. There we go. That was beat. That was perfect. Little low cut. I like to hit this thing low off the tee because get some rollout. There we go. That was the best one so far. Last two, it's been slowly getting more perfect and perfect and perfect. Now that we got our tees, we are going to virtually do the exact same thing, but this time I like to hit more penetrating bullets because off the ground you need a little bit of spin to get in the air. This time we're already off the ground, so I'm gonna hit more bullets, more rollout. Just looks a lot better. There we go, that was perfect. All right. I don't do too many off the tee. Once I've hit my 3-iron off the ground, off the tee is not much different, so I don't need to change much. So I really just practice on a tee, just my tee height. That's really all I do on the range. Hit our last one, move on to 3-wood. Always hit your 3-wood and driver, always. That was my best one. That would roll out a long ways. Grab our 3-wood real quickly. Gotta take a sippy of water though. Gotta get hydrated. Flippy. Almost got it. I changed it the other day because I was on standard. I had to lower the loft so it opens up the face. A lot of people think lowering the loft closes the face, but it actually turns down the face. So, because I like hitting cuts with my 3-wood. And when the face looks shut, it's no good to me. There we go. Love to see it. Love to see it. Once I get my hand-eye coordination down, I don't need to hit that many because it kind of, my muscle memory just kicks back in. And so I like to get my routine down on my last couple shots with my either 3-iron, especially 3-wood and driver, because I hit those mostly off a tee on the golf course. So my routine is basically, I stand behind the ball, I look at my target, and I feel my target, and I'll look at it and take just nice, smooth, little swings like this. Look at my target, focus on it. That might be a certain leaf on a tree or a certain post in the fairway. You never know what it might be. For mine right now is directly over this green flag right here. So I'm gonna keep looking at it, set up over it, do my pre-shot routine, feel that, get comfortable over it. Once I'm nice and comfortable, I'll pull the trigger whenever I feel like it. And there we go, it started on the left side of the flag stick and went just over the right side. So not too bad. So I'll pick another target. I'm gonna go out this golf cart over here, focus on it, set up to it, keep thinking about it. And of course, you're not gonna hit perfect every time, but obviously that's the goal. There we go, see, right at it. Oh, it hopped over the golf cart and like hit, it was a picker and hit like the cage. So it basically hit the golf cart. And if I'm ever over the ball and I'm not feeling okay, or another image pops into my head, like if I'm thinking about this green flag and a tree pops into my head, I'll back off and I'll restart and really focus. Focusing literally on the whiteness of these umbrellas. That's all I'm thinking about. So now that we're done with 3 woods, I can't hit drivers over here because my driver will hit someone. So here at Arroyo, they built me a special range just for me, and it's called Bombers Cove. So we're gonna head over there and we're gonna absolutely let the big dog eat. I don't need too many drivers to warm up because I've already hit 3 woods. Virtually the same thing for me, but we're here at Bombers Cove. It makes the range 400 yards on the dot to the people, and I hit my driver about 350 to 380. So it doesn't reach him, but it comes just shy of him unless I'm doing my long drive, which will definitely hit him. Same thing, I focus on my target, feel my target, pull the trigger whenever I feel set and ready. It started on my target and did not move at all. That felt good. It's on target today, boys and girls. That was just right on my target. It would still be in the fairway though. So I brought 6 balls. I'm doing 2 fades, 2 dead straight, and 2 draws. So these are the dead straights. That was pretty freaking straight. Maybe had a 2-yard cut on it, barely anything. Perfect, there we go. So now, after I'm done hitting my drivers, my irons, my wedges, head over to the putting green, roll the rock a couple times, go out and play.